The Business Value Admin app is where we describe the organization, the average cost of things, and document the strategic objectives and goals. There are 3 screens that we need to be concerned about. The business units, which hopefully is pretty self-explanatory. We add in the top level organization, and then any and then describe the organizational structure below below the top level. We don't need to contain, it's literally just the name of it. That's all we need at the moment. There might be some extensions to this later at some point in the future, but for now this just describes the hierarchy or the organogram of the organization. If we move on to strategic objectives, and we'll open one up, we'll quickly walk through the metadata here. You can see the top section of this form focuses purely on the name and the description of the objective or goal. The extracted tags is actually generated by AI. It can be updated by the customer, or by the user, sorry, by the admin even, more specifically. We also align this objective or associate it, relate it to the business unit. So here we can select it we can align that this objective is for this organizational unit. The next section of the form focuses on the quality of the objective and goal. It ensures that we have the correct verbiage. We have the verb in there that's most useful for describing what it is that the actual objective is trying to do. We also cover the way that they're going to measure it. So is it something that will be a decrease in revenue, a decrease in time, a decrease in quantity, a decrease in a rating, or a decrease in a score, or a number? We have the time period. So how long is this objective actually running for? Is it something that's ongoing? Is it a monthly project related, long-term or quarterly objective? And then we have a the key result area is actually more for reporting than anything else. So the value of this metadata is twofold. One, to ensure that the objective or goal has has all of the facets of a good or a well-formed objective, but it's also useful for reporting. So for example, you would be able to slice all of the objectives up based on the verb or the key result area. Moving down the form, we have this measurable component which explains what it is that we're going to be using to measure the success of this objective. So here, for example, the objective is to foster a safe and healthy work environment by prioritizing the well-being of employees, by establishing and maintaining a safe and healthy workplace, mitigating hazards and promoting employee well-being. Now, to track that, we are going to be measuring the number of workplace incidents or accidents. We'll be tracking the frequency and severity rate of injuries, and we'll be monitoring safety training completion rate. Now, when that information is input, we use AI to extract the tags that we're going to use to actually measure progress. We have a target here. This is a target of 75%, so we're looking to decrease incidents by 75%. The current value, this would be in a multi-year or ongoing objective. If you have a percentage at the moment, if you have a value at the moment, then we use that as kind of a baseline. Then moving on, we have average costs. So this is how we calculate, or as accurately estimate as we can, the actual value of a Power Platform solution. So we have the average costs of, sticking to the example that I've just used, the average workplace injury costs £10,000, and that is aligned to or related to the Health and Safety Directorate. You can see we've got the average cost of processing an invoice, the average employee salary, the cost of employee turnover, the cost of a support ticket, how much training per employee is kind of set aside. So that's the average cost of everything. Now, ideally, this has to be done before the assessments or the capturing of business value actually takes place.